The ARRT Limited Scope exam is broken down into sections that are represented by the items in folders on this screen. When you purchase our Question Banks CD test prep tool, after you've installed the software that runs the CD and runs the exam, you will first find these folders and then pick one to open. I'm going to start out with radiation protection and show you that all of these questions will then be obvious as you open the folder, but you are not going to access the questions through these icons. The icon you're looking for is the little owl with his elbow on the 2-drawer file cabinet. That will cause the folder that you've selected to open up, and you'll find the start screen. You select start and you'll get your first question. They'll be randomly presented to you each time. Exposure limit for individuals in the general public who are infrequently exposed to radiation is, let's make it 5,000 millirems, and then mark. That's an incorrect answer. And you get a little paragraph. In this case, all it says is, this is not the stated limit. So let's reset. Let's try another one. Let's try 5 millirem and see what we get. This is also not the stated limit. So this is what you'll do as you go through the test on the first pass. You will try all of the selections, see what the paragraph of explanation is with each selection. Which of the following is the best method for reducing exposure to patients? Restricting beam size by collimating. That would be a good one. Let's see what we get. Oh, this is a good way to reduce exposure, but it's saying the best method. Oh, okay. Well, let's reset and see what else they consider to be the best method. Let's try producing an acceptable image on the first exposure. Repeating an exposure for any reason results in the patient receiving twice as much exposure. So as you go through this particular category, this particular folder, you'll look at all of the selections, look for the paragraphs that explain why the answer is right or wrong, and learn. Then when you're ready to be complete, you go back and redo this entire folder, and I would suggest that you stick with one content area at a time until you feel pretty comfortable, and then go on to another content area. Well, obviously we haven't done very well, but let's see what our score is going to be. Let's push finish, and yes, and let it give us a score. It goes through all the screens in this folder, and we only got 2 right out of 82. That's a 2% correct. Gives us lots of room for improvement. It would let us go back then with the slider and look at the ones that we've marked and see what it is that we missed, like this. All right, now I can record that score. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And it says you've not saved your results. You sure you want to exit? I'm going to go ahead and exit, but you could record your score so that you'll know next time where you started from and how to improve it. I'd like to quickly take you to one of the procedures ones. Again, I'm looking for the little owl down here. Open up the exam, and it will take us to the start screen. Some of the anatomy and positioning ones are very helpful. Start, and you get a random. This is an anatomy, so you have a drag and drop mechanism. Obviously, you know that there's no sacroiliac joint in the hand, and so all of these are probably going to be wrong. Put this one over here, and okay, now I can mark. Well, those are wrong, so let's reset and try again. So you have an opportunity to practice your labeling, and it's the same concept then when you get ready to test yourself. You won't push mark. You reset, and then you would, let's go to the next question so you can just get one more idea of what the questions look like. This is just a statement, and this way I would just keep going through, picking my answers, and then eventually I'll get a score. Very helpful tool. The feedback I've gotten on this tool is those folks that use it this way and then finally get themselves into the 80% range on each one of the folders do okay on the limited operator test. You can get this tool at radedbyroc.com, radedbyroc.com. We're Radiographic Operations Consulting, and we're doing radiography education for limited operators, for RTs, both education and continuing education. So check out the website and see if this tool would help you get ready for the limited operator exam.